Mohammed bin Salman has captured everyone's attention with the extravagant and flashy festival he held in Saudi Arabia. Jennifer Lopez, Nancy Ajram, Celine Dion, Camila Cabello, and Hande Erçel performed at this event, names that were once considered taboo to even mention in Saudi Arabia. However, few people know about the private life of this Saudi prince. Have you ever thought about how it feels to spend without worrying about running out of money to buy a rock-solid yacht or a multi-thousand square meter mansion? For Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, whose bank account is overflowing with trillions of dollars, this is not just a fantasy. Prince Salman's life is anything but ordinary. While most of us are worried about paying rent, he decides which of his palatial residences to sleep in. Get ready to be amazed as we dive into the world of Prince Salman, where luxury knows no bounds, and neither does his bank account. Bin Salman lives an extraordinarily wealthy and luxurious life that showcases the peak of Saudi royal extravagance. Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman is known for his lavish lifestyle. He doesn't live in a typical palace. Instead, he resides in a place that makes the Palace of Versailles look like a toy house. In 2014, the Crown Prince wanted a yacht, but not just any yacht. A floating palace named Pegasus. This was not merely a boat, it was a realm on water. Inside, it was like a golden dream, with chairs resembling thrones and carpets so thick that shoes would get lost in them, adorned with crystal chandeliers. Each room was a luxurious retreat, with bathrooms larger than an apartment and beds where you could experience the most comfortable sleep of your life. The features of this legendary yacht included a spa with 24-karat gold oils, a state-of-the-art gym better than an Olympic training center, a cinema, and dining facilities fit for a king or a small army. Its price tag was $200 million, an insignificant amount for the Crown Prince. Maintaining Pegasus was also a significant task, requiring millions of dollars each year to keep everything shining and functioning properly. In 2015, dissatisfied with this yacht, the Crown Prince bought another one, Serene, which previously belonged to Yuri Scheffler, a tycoon in the alcoholic beverage industry. Pegasus looked like a rowboat compared to this magnificent 134-meter yacht. Serene could accommodate 24 guests in rooms that made Buckingham Palace look like ruins. It was an entirely different world, featuring a spa that rejuvenated its visitors, a gym, a cinema with a screen so large it could be seen from space, a helicopter, and even a submarine for underwater adventures. The decks of Serene resembled those of a five-star resort, complete with swimming pools the size of rivers, jacuzzis, and dining areas with breathtaking views. Its price was $550 million, enough to complete the highway from Tehran to the north or launch a space program. But for the Crown Prince, it was just another toy. Prince Mohammed bin Salman has also made headlines in the art world. In 2017, he purchased a painting titled Salvator Mundi by Leonardo da Vinci for $450 million. This painting depicts Christ as the savior of the world and is one of the most expensive artworks ever sold. There was much speculation about the wealthy buyer, but it later emerged that it was indeed bin Salman who made the purchase. The bidding was highly competitive, especially from the Qatari royal family, who were determined to acquire this masterpiece. As if that weren't enough, Prince Mohammed bin Salman surprised everyone by purchasing Louis XIV's villa for $320 million, one of the most expensive real estate transactions in history. This luxury property in France resembles a palace that came straight from the 17th century, but is filled with the latest technology. The Palace of Louis XIV spans over 50,000 acres or 200 square kilometers and reflects the prince's love for opulence and extravagance. Its proximity to the historic Palace of Versailles is minimal, and it is designed to imitate the grand style of royal architecture while incorporating modern amenities that only a billionaire could afford. This 5,400-ton palace is filled with features that redefine luxury living. It has a wine cellar that holds 3,000 bottles, a private cinema, and not one but two grand ballrooms. Its doors and furnishings are covered in gold, and it boasts an indoor pool with water cascading from the ceiling, creating a surreal atmosphere. A standout feature of this palace is an underwater meditation room. Yes, you heard that right. An underwater chamber surrounded by exotic fish in an aquarium castle. It's an ideal spot for peaceful solitude. Above this room stands a statue of Louis XIV made of marble, and its surroundings are equally breathtaking. The palace extends over 2 kilometers, and features gilded sculptures and a garden designed to rival the grandeur of Versailles. It's incredibly modern, allowing you to control the lights and fountains with a tap on your smartphone, blending the charm of the old world with modern convenience. The prince owns several grand homes that symbolize royal living, with each palace acting as a separate sanctuary where luxury reigns supreme. They are exceptionally large and beautiful, filled with luxurious details such as Italian marble flooring and intricately carved ceilings and walls. The furniture is incredibly comfortable, stylish, and suited for a royal family. Another one of Prince Salman's residences is the Aura Palace, which is equally stunning and filled with high-quality furnishings and luxurious details. The artworks on the walls have been carefully selected to enhance the palace's elegant atmosphere. Even everyday items in these palaces are made of gold, such as the gilded tissue box, showcasing a lifestyle where even the simplest things are transformed into luxury items. Prince Salman's properties are not limited to Saudi Arabia. He also owns luxurious apartments in New York, including a penthouse in the 432 Park Avenue building, one of the tallest residential buildings in the world. This penthouse is not just a home, it symbolizes influence and presence. The Saudi Public Investment Fund holds 5% of Uber's shares, but the prince himself doesn't use ride-hailing services. Instead, he boasts an impressive collection of luxury cars and private jets, with the centerpiece of his car collection being the Bugatti Chiron, a masterpiece of engineering that pushes the boundaries of speed and luxury. It can reach speeds of 421 kilometers per hour and accelerate from 0 to 100 in just 2.4 seconds. With a price tag of $3 million, the Chiron is just a small expense in the prince's extravagant lifestyle. Other cars in his collection include a Lamborghini Aventador, McLaren P1. Have you heard about Saudi Arabia's National Day? From the Arabic attire worn by Georgina to the sword dance performed by Neymar, Benzema, and Ronaldo, while Ahmad was dressed in complete Arab attire, Ronaldo expressed that he was so impressed that he considered himself a Saudi. There were also recent statements from the young crown prince regarding the visions for 2030, including the NEOM project, the Linear City, and other projects like the Cube City, artificial parks, and the Robot City. They even plan to create artificial canals and transform this desert landscape into a green and thriving city. These are part of efforts to build a leading nation for many years to come. In this video, we intend to explore Saudi Arabia as the city of future robots. Saudi Arabia is the largest country in Western Asia, covering a significant portion of the Arabian Peninsula. It shares borders with Iraq, Jordan, and Kuwait to the north, the United Arab Emirates, Qatar and the Persian Gulf to the east, Oman to the southeast, Yemen to the south, and the Red Sea to the west. Important religious sites for Muslims, such as the Kaaba, the Prophet's Mosque, and the tomb of the Prophet Muhammad, are located in this country, with an area of 149 million square kilometers. Saudi Arabia is the largest country in Western Asia and the second largest Arab country after Algeria. It has a population of over 27 million, with only 16 million being citizens and the rest foreign nationals. Saudi Arabia is one of the largest producers and exporters of oil in the world and is recently working on large projects to reduce its dependence on the oil industry. The country is located in the Middle East, bordered by the Persian Gulf and the Red Sea. Most of its land consists of sandy deserts. The highest point in Saudi Arabia is Mount Sauda, which rises to 3,550 meters. The climate in Saudi Arabia is hot and dry, with summer temperatures averaging around 45 degrees Celsius during the day and experiencing significant drops at night. Natural resources such as gold, copper, oil, gas, and iron are abundant here. However, it faces challenges related to forests and agricultural lands. Natural hazards like sandstorms are common in this region. Camels play an important role in traditional Saudi life. The Saudi government was founded in 1750 by Mohammed ibn Saud. After him, Abdulaziz bin Saud took control of Riyadh with the support of Sheikh Mohammed ibn Abd al-Wahhab and has maintained power through numerous struggles and efforts until now. In recent years, under Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman's leadership, Saudi Arabia has experienced significant changes and advancements. His recent statements to Fox News and NEOM highlighted that they have made great progress in creating an astonishing economy and achieving nearly full success in various sectors. You might be aware of their investments in top European football players. Beyond football, Saudi Arabia has also transformed its cultural and artistic landscape, with stars performing concerts and record-breaking cinema attendance. In just 6 months of 2023, Saudi cinema generated $132 million in revenue, with projections suggesting that its market value could reach $1 billion by 2030. Previously, people would travel to neighboring countries to watch international films. Now, cinemas have only been established for 5 years. Additionally, hosting Formula One races on Jeddah's streets was another significant event this year. Given their dry climate, they are making other efforts for food security and improving conditions. For instance, with help from the Netherlands, they are looking to create artificial gardens in the desert, aiming to convert an area equivalent to 5 football fields into a green space. As anticipated, this will occur on the outskirts of the modern NEOM city along the Red Sea coast. Building NEOM is a monumental endeavor for Saudi Arabia that has received extensive promotional efforts. This $500 billion project is expected to eventually host millions of people. It begins the moment your plane's wheels touch the tarmac, heat shimmering above an endless expanse of desert, towers rising like hallucinations, and an air of mystery that feels far older than anything you've ever known. Saudi Arabia is not just a rich country. It's a place where extreme wealth, ancient traditions, and a fiercely guarded identity collide in ways the world rarely gets to see. Beyond the headlines, beyond the stereotypes, lies a reality that feels almost unreal. An entire nation reinventing itself at breakneck speed, while still holding tightly to secrets buried deep within its sands. What they don't tell you is that Saudi Arabia is a paradox in motion. One moment you're wandering through the ruins of Al-Ula, where Nabatean tombs rise from carved cliffs like something ripped out of an archaeological fever dream. The next moment, you're gliding through Riyadh's wide boulevards lined with hyper-modern architecture, where glass, steel, and neon express a vision of the future funded by oil wealth so vast, the numbers barely make sense. It feels like 2 different worlds sharing the same heartbeat, one ancient, one futuristic, both intense. But the real Saudi Arabia reveals itself in the in-between moments. In the small desert towns where men gather over cardamom-scented coffee as they've done for centuries. In the silence of dunes that stretch toward an endless horizon. Each grain of sand shaped by winds older than civilization. In the hidden mountain villages of the Asir region, where green terraces cascade into rising mist, and flowers are woven into men's headbands, far from the global image of Saudi as only desert and oil rigs. It's a country that refuses to be one thing. Then there's the money. Wealth that doesn't simply influence the landscape but redesigns it entirely. Entire cities appear here almost overnight. Massive mega-projects rise from untouched desert like sci-fi fantasies. A mirrored linear city slicing through the sand, resorts built on islands that look like jewelry scattered across the Red Sea, ski slopes inside mountains, where summer temperatures outside could melt steel. It's not just ambition, it's ambition set to maximum, funded by treasure chests that have shaped global markets for decades. Yet behind the extravagance lies a culture that remains deeply private, guarded, and proud. The warmth of Saudi hospitality is disarming. Strangers invite you for meals as though you've known them your whole life. Stories are told with a quiet confidence. Laughter flows freely. And traditions, music, dance, poetry, are cherished with a reverence rare in modern nations. It's this blend of mystery, generosity, and unshakable identity that gives Saudi Arabia its gravitational pull. What makes the country truly fascinating is that it's living through an era of transformation so dramatic it feels like history being written in real time. Women driving for the first time in decades. Concerts where famous artists perform to crowds roaring with excitement. Entire industries blooming from scratch as the country opens its doors to the world. It's not just modernization. It's reinvention, powered by youthful energy and old wealth colliding in unpredictable ways. Traveling through Saudi Arabia feels like stepping behind a curtain. The image the world thinks it knows fades quickly, replaced by something more complex, more human, and far more astonishing. This is not the Saudi Arabia they show you on the news, nor the one shaped by rumors and cliches. This is the real Saudi Arabia, a land of extremes, contradictions, dreams, and unshakable traditions. A place where the past whispers through ancient stones and the future glows brighter than desert sunrise. A place that stays with you long after you've left, daring you to reconsider everything you thought you knew.